Alright, so before we work on fetching the preview of the URL that the user pasted and show the actual preview of this URL, so the image, so the title, description, which will be fun. But before we do that, let's actually create one more input field where they can enter some information about this link, so they can write some title for this link before they hit submit. All right, so one more text input. For that, we can just copy this one just to make things easier and paste it here, and this one will be used for the title. Okay, so title on change text. This time we can just set directly set title, because this is very simple. We don't have to do anything extra. Placeholder, let's say give it a title, autocomplete sentences. All right, so these are quite helpful. So auto capitalize sentences, so each sentence we can capitalize. Now these options I think I showed you earlier, but if you're curious, you can go to React Native and just Google search, for example, auto capitalize. If you search for that, you can see these are the values you can use. All right, so that's sentences. We use value. Okay, we already used the value. On autocorrect, so that's not something we want, so let's remove that. And styling, we can keep it same. All this looks good. Okay, let me save. All right, so we got that, and we got this one for the title. Now if you want the width bit smaller, maybe you can margin horizontal, margin vertical. You can change that to maybe 10. Okay, so that looks better. And then finally, let's show the button as well. So we got that button, submit button. So we put that right after this one, submit button. This is a self-closing component, and actually we have to put this in a view, but let me just give it a try first. Title, submit, loading, and then handle submit. We can give the function handle submit. Okay, so this button we are using the same way we used before in sign in and sign up screens. Okay, nothing different, it's the same. Okay, so we need to have a bit of a padding on top, so let's put it inside a view. Okay, so that we can apply some padding as well. Let me paste here. Okay, let's import view. So here, let's give it a style. Padding top. Let's give 30. Or maybe a little bit less. Okay, so that looks better. Now this one looks a little bit bigger, so why don't we make it the same size so it looks good? So margin horizontal, let me increase a little bit, maybe 12, maybe 15 looks right. Let's use that. Okay, nice. Okay, so it's a it's a scroll view, but it only seems to work. It is only scrolling to the upper half. Let's come here. Let's apply this style of display flex. Flex 1. I guess that way the whole screen is scrollable. Nice. And there's one more styling you can apply in the scroll view, and that is this is, at the moment I don't really see the scroll indicator. It might look, the indicator might appear in Android. So let me actually show you how we can solve that. Shows vertical scroll indicator. So you can give the value of false. Okay, nice. And finally, let's show the footer tabs as well. So we have imported that. So that one I can put under the scroll view. Beautiful. All right, so we got the scroll view for the user to paste the URL, give the title and submit. It's scrollable. Now the next thing we want to focus on is when they type the website URL or paste the URL, we want to show the preview right here, or maybe just right here. And for that we're going to use web scraping, but we don't have to do a lot of hard work. We're going to use one very cool npm package for that. Now before we do, let me quickly test if everything is going well. So console log title and link. Let me see if it is in the state and we can access. Okay, so if everything works, we should be able to see that in the console, and later obviously we will be sending to the backend so that we can save in the database. So let me just try something here. Learn web development. Okay, something's happening here. So loading. Okay, so when handle changes happen, we set the loading to true, but then we never set it to false. That's the problem. So let's fix that up. Set loading false, and then if there's an error also set loading to false. Perfect. So let's try. Let me go back here, reload the page. Let me try. Title. Let me have a look into the console. Okay, so we got the title and link. Awesome. All right, so let's work on getting the preview of the URL whenever user type the domain or paste any link here.